What is the Henrietta Trust? What do they do again?
So basically, this is just my definition of it, that it's set up as a front organization. It's this trust fund with the Watchtower's own money that is set up, invested in all these stocks. So it is a way that they can invest in all of these things in secret. So
It's kind of like an LLC with all the other businesses.
So when you guys try to investigate their financials, you will not see it
You'll
because
just
it's
see
in a
that.
whole separate. Got it. I see. They hide under that.
Yeah, but with what I can show in a tax document is that it shows that like the money's being paid to the Watchtower, that they own a stock. So it's in the information, but you can't find it.
She's gonna see if she can set it up. There she is.
Okay, hi.
Hey, yeah, you're a celebrity. Your name came up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You were the link to me finding Dan that allowed me to start to question things.
Oh,
Okay, so you can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Okay. So this is what I want to show that I found, and anyone can look this up. So you go to the IRS website. It's not an apostate website. The apostates didn't hack into the IRS database and make stuff up. IRS.gov. And you want to search tax exempt organization search. So you could go to maybe Google and just type in IRS tax exemption organization search. However, it brings you here, but this is where you want to get to, this screen. And where it says search term, right here is the EIN number. And I'm going to read it in case the screen is unclear. So it's 386043103. That's the EIN number. So if you type that in, and these are just pre-recorded screenshots I already took. It's going to bring you here, and you're going to see in the middle, Henrietta Riley Trust Fund. This is it right here. This is their secret trust fund. And if you click on this, it's going to show the IRS only keeps like, I think, the last 7 years, but it's going to show like the last 7 years of the 990 forms that the Watchtower or through this trust fund, they still have to file, even though it's tax exempt, they still got to show their earnings. And so that's what you do. Go to irs.gov, get to this section, tax exempt organization, type in that EIN number in a search term, and then when Henry Riley Trust comes up, click on that. So here's one of the forms. So this one is for the tax year 2014. Hold on. Let me just make it bigger.
Do you have to have that EIN number to find this?
Yeah, that's how it's hidden. So you just type in that EIN number.
How did you manage to get a hold of that?
So another YouTuber came across the same dilemma I had of they wanted to verify that this is true and somebody didn't just make it up. So he said he found the EIN number just searching it online, that it's out there because it's public. Because it's a non-tax exempt organization, they have to make this information public.
Gotcha.
But this is for 2014, and it says name of foundation, Riley Henrietta Trust. But when you scroll down, because again, it's a front organization, this is what they're doing to hide it from the publishers. But if you go down, and you can check anyone. This is 2014. And let's see, where is it at?
That's even older than 7 years. Interesting.
Yeah, I'll show you how I got this one in a minute. But as you see right here, paid during the year, Watchtower Bible Tract Society, Columbia Heights, Brooklyn, New York. It's them. They're the ones behind it. And this, I guess, is the amount they made this year, which may not seem like a lot, but that's what they profited.
Scroll down just a little bit.
Can you scroll it down because your picture.
The other way. Right there. Yeah.
696. Is that 1,000? Go up a little bit more.
Yeah, that's
okay, 696, 897.
Yeah, but like that's just what they maybe made. They profited that particular year. You know, sometimes you lose money, sometimes you don't always make money.
Yeah,
But
purpose of grant was general support.
and let me just show you some of the questionable stocks they have. So Phillips, that's a tobacco company,
Phillips.
and a lot of these are questionable for Jehovah's Witnesses. But I'm just gonna I just highlighted the ones that stood out to me as, you know, problematic. Walt Disney. So I don't know about you guys, but in a congregation I was in, I was told, oh, Walt Disney's demonic. They make spiritistic, like,
Right.
so we're told, oh, Walt Disney is demonic, and you're investing in Walt Disney.
Right, right.
And Facebook, I mean, here's the problem with Facebook is they tell us, oh, social media is bad, like don't, you know, be involved like too heavily in it. But they're, you know, they got stock in Facebook. That's not like criminal, but it's like, you know, they're telling us to stay
Part
away
of the
from
world, no part of the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Johnson and Johnson. We know what they make, you know, as far as medical treatment.
Yeah. Yep.
My only problem with Monster beverages, as far as Jehovah's Witnesses, is that the sign on Monster drink is 666 in like Hebrew or something like that.
Oh,
That's what those three
right.
lines meant. So
Right.
Pure
I don't know.
caffeine too.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, pure
Yeah.
caffeine that ruins your health.
And some of these are on here twice. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I see what you mean,
Uh,
like the Verizon one.
Oh,
Pfizer.
Pfizer.
Microsoft.
Pfizer. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
So that there's another Pfizer's another reason they may also be pushing certain things when they got stock in some of this stuff.
Yes, absolutely. There's Facebook again.
And a lot of these I'm sure are very corrupt, but I just don't know what all these companies are, some of them. But Thermo Fisher Scientific, they actually are involved with making the, you know what, that they're pushing.
Oh,
They're one of the companies that made it. But
naked.
this is the one.
Lockheed Martin.
Yeah, Lockheed Martin. They're a military contractor.
Wow.
They make weapons that torture people and do things like Building 7.
Interesting.
And
Boeing. That's
yeah,
Apple.
yeah, that too. And Apple, yeah. So do you ever wonder why, like, you watch the governing body updates, you notice they always have their iPads where you can see they're using Apple, and I fell for that.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, and then Honeywell's your home security. Ooh.
Yeah,
Google, Yahoo.
yeah. And how does Jehovah feel about his donations being funded for Monsanto? You know, this destroying crops and stuff like that. You know, I didn't know that Jehovah has, you know, I don't know. I didn't know Jehovah needed Monsanto to fund his spirit directed organization.
Wow, interesting. Lionsgate Entertainment. Wait,
Yeah.
Wow.
that's, I mean, worldly, right? Making movies.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we can't watch R-rated movies, no, but we can fund R-rated movies apparently. So I want to show one more thing. So the IRS only is going to give you like the last 7 years, but this website, and I want to show first that you can find it on the IRS website so everybody knows like it's legit, but this website is an independent website, ProPublica, and they just keep track of all this tax stuff. So on this website, it goes all the way back to 2001. This is where you can find like the older documents, like the one that I showed. And it kind of makes it easy for you. So like this year, it's showing in 2021 that, okay, what they made was $240,000 or $274,000 that particular year. And again, it's not so much how much they're making, it's the principle of what they're doing.
Yes.
Yeah, because this is just one little aspect of their company. The assets are hidden all over the place.
Yeah.
Truth.
So on this website, you don't need the IEN number. Just type in Henrietta Trust Fund and you can find it. But for those, if you're trying to wake a Jehovah's Witness up, I would recommend go to the IRS website and show it to them from there, because they can't complain. I mean, they can't deny that. And right here, I'm going to show how this website goes all the way back to 2001. So they've been doing this shady stuff since 2001. I mean, this is the tax filing there for 2002, but it's for 2001. So, and I remember like when I first tried to explain this, I'm being told it's an apostate lie. It's like, how can you, and I'm trying to say, look at the evidence, they won't even look. But that is basically, once I seen Lockheed Martin, for me personally, that did it for me. Like Nope. They're full of it. They're false religion. Their funding is based on the things they claim Jehovah hates. And you can't say that's an apostate website, you know. And I remember, like, I talked to one elder about that, and he tried to say, oh, it's just another company using the name Watchtower. An example he gave was how, like, you could see a church that says the name Jehovah on it, and it doesn't mean that church is affiliated with Jehovah's Witnesses. So that's an example he gave, saying, well, just because the tax document says Watchtower, it could be some other organization. But if you look at the research, like I brought up on the 990 forms, it says Brooklyn Heights, like it shows their address. But that's the problem. They don't look at the evidence. They say it's a lie because they're brainwashed that you can't look.
It's called denial.
Well, you know, it's also very much more brainwashing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like somebody said the other night, was it you, with Jacob? Somebody was saying that, look, just using the word apostate will make people they suddenly go into a brainwashing mode where they won't listen to any. If the governing body says that person's an apostate, then suddenly your brain goes into this other space, and anything that it's told you about that person, supposedly true, they cannot hear it because of the fear factor that's been bred into them since they were born.
Yeah, and just so you know too, Quinn, we just did